what's good with y'all? How y'all doing, man? We back with another video. Trading video, trade recap based video. I know it's been a minute. Been a minute since we done a little market breakdown, whatever. But here we are. I'm glad that we get to sit here and congregate and, you know what I'm saying? Like, say what you want in the comments. Critique my week. I'm just going to give you 2 trades that I made this week. And I won one, lost the other one. It is what it is. Before we get into it, let me show you guys the track record. So for the month, up 1.5K. And I was up 5K initially until we had this trade right here. This week, when was this? Yesterday? Yep. Crazy L. I will say, as we're progressing with being full-time, I've accumulated more and more accounts. So now, instead of, for the majority of this period, right, let's go to like these periods, July and June. Majority of these periods, I've been trading with my personal account in a 100K evaluation. Now, add on another 100K evaluation and a 50K evaluation. So now, with this one, as you can see, so we have 5 positions. This one was, okay, so 100K, 100K, I think 50K, 50K, and then I took 2 entries on my personal. So, yeah, so 50K, 200K is in personal. Lost almost 4K on that one, and today I bought lunch, you know? Bought some lunch. Bought some lunch, or made some lunch money. So let's get into this. Oreo, you got to say something? Okay, this is my dog. So let me start with you, Jay. Let's start with you, Jay. So y'all can see it right here, right? Let me minimize my screen real quick. Y'all can see the destruction, the aftermath, the smackdown it put on me. It was, you know, it did not go easy on me. No Vaseline, nothing. It's just ran through. Y'all see it. But what I was looking at for this pair, so overall on UJ has been low-key ranging, I would say. Low-key ranging. On the higher time frames daily, I was overall bullish based on the fact that it maintained this area of support, overall support. You can see it being also respected all the way back here. Now coming into this week, where we started the week here, and I did miss out on that bullish move. Missed out on that. But what I noticed was, let's go down to the hourly. Was that after this bearish push to the downside, which was a result of CPI. And CPI, it can shift the market up and down, but market structure is market structure, and that's going to follow throughout whatever is going on, right? So we have news, and I thought that the market would continue going back up because that's basically aligned with structure. Let's go to the 2 hours. So let's keep things very simple, right? Structure. Support, high, higher low, high, higher low, high, higher low. I mean, what do you think is going to happen next? It's patterns. Simple patterns in which just simply didn't go in my favor. Now, sometimes you'll have trades like this. I don't get trades like this often where I follow my system, I follow my rules, and it backfires. Or not so much backfires, but it just didn't work in my favor. Not so many times where that happens. But this time, I mean, it went crazy. So let's go to the 15-minute. So 15-minute, where exactly did I enter and why did I enter? So I was looking at these lower time frames. I fluctuated in between the 5-minute and the 15-minute, shifting, trying to figure out where exactly I should enter, what price looks the cleanest. On the 15-minute, we see a lot of exhaustion, a lot of ranging going on. Within this point, I think where exactly I got in was this bullish candle right here. After that bearish pullback, I got in here. Now, due to the spreads, because I got in this during Asian session, so it bumped it up up here. But needless to say, it went crazy after a while. So after it was ranging, a lot of exhaustion, going up, going down, ranging. Like I said, we finally found its footing. I drew this area of support, saw it was respected here, respected here, respected here, respected here, came down again, formed another area of support. Then followed by that, we have, you can call it a sexy candle because that's beautiful. This candle right here with exhaustion on the bottom and a full on bearish candle. From there, my confidence went through the roof. And needless to say, the pair did too at the time. So it just went wild. It just started going to the upside out of nowhere. And it was just pushing. And ironically, I went to bed pretty much when it was at the peak. So my personal account, I was up like 900. And I'm like, hey man, hey man, I'm going to sleep with this. I'm going to sleep. What I did do, which in hindsight was smart of me, was place my stops. I did not put in a break even, but I minimized my risk. My risk was my risk was here, and I shortened it to like around here, something like that, beneath these lows. So I did do that. In hindsight, I think I should have placed them into profit, but it is what it is. I felt that the market would pull back during London session for that push to the upside. Didn't do that. I woke up next morning to see this. I was speechless, man. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do because I was like, we had the volume, we had the structure. What? Where did I go wrong? I have no idea. It broke the moving average. Like, what is this? What is this? Hey man, this is what it is. It is what it is. I spent the day trying to analyze, like, where did I? Even now, I still don't even know where I went wrong. Maybe I didn't go wrong. It's just, what can I do? It's just a shift of structure, and I was caught up in it. I was just caught up in it. I didn't really look at any of this as a break of structure necessarily due to it being because of news. If you wanted to say this is a break, I guess. But it didn't break any significant lows. Like, I'm looking at a low like this. It didn't do that at the time. So, in my head, we're still bullish. But, charge it to the game, man. Charge it to the game. Lost almost 4K on that position. But what I keep telling myself this, and I've been telling myself this for a while, but it's just a simple fact that if you want to be at a certain level, you want to make a certain amount of money eventually with trading, you have to be comfortable with risking 3,000, 4,000, right? If you want to make the 10K days, the 20K days, the 50K days, 100K in a day, think about how much you would have to risk. Think about how much money would you have to lose in order to make that amount of money. Just think about that. I tried to instill that into my head. It's just the simple fact that I know it's $4,000. I'm just gonna say 4,000. It was just under it, but $4,000 lost in one day. Well, let's say if I would have won that trade. I'm just gonna leave that with y'all. Next pair is definitely not EJ. Gold. So gold, this is a short position that I took this morning actually. Now I know my charts are looking a little bit crazy, and a little bit might be an understatement. But let's get into this real quick, because I have nothing too extensive to say about this. But on the 4-hour, we're bearish based off, I think news pushed this down. No, I'm mistaken. No, it just had a bearish move coming into the week. Broke beneath these lows. Okay, cool. I was bearish at that point. But market started to push up after news, push up, came all the way here. Let's see. And here, pretty much, we just have an area of previous support, support, support. You see all these rejections here, right? Even here, support. And now using it as an area of resistance. Pretty much made a double top right here. And then, oh my gosh, it's just clean. It's just clean. What else did it do? It broke internal structure. All right, let's just keep it simple. Broke structure right here. Broke this low. Now, if it breaks a low, I'm looking for it to go even lower, right? Same thing in a bullish situation. If it breaks a high, I'm expecting it to go higher. So right here, it broke this low. I'm expecting it to drop. And that's pretty much what we got. But this was a gamble, I would say, in my opinion, because I traded this based off news. We had news coming out at 8:30 this morning. PPI. So I had news coming out this morning, and I haven't traded news since 2022 when I had gambled on my funded account CPI. Y'all know how CPI is. Traded CPI news. I gambled my whole account. Lost it in a second. Real quick. So I learned my lesson from there. I'm not going to say you really don't, because it doesn't apply to everybody. But for me, as someone who is not solely a fundamental trader and doesn't really put that as a priority, at least right now, I don't really know what's going to go. I don't really know what's going on all the time, and I don't really know what's going to happen from the news event. So therefore, I just stay out of it. But with this one, I felt that it was going to drop because of how structure was looking, because of pretty much that the flow of it at the moment. It seemed like it was going to drop. So I was just like, you know what? Let me risk a lot less just on my personal account. I think I used a 0.05 lot on this one, very small, and it dropped. It dropped. My mistake came in. This is a pretty big mistake. Not that big considering I risked less, but I got out right here. Why did I get out? Got nervous, and I thought that potentially this would create a higher low right here, internal higher low. So I was like, let me just get on out. Not only that, but we're pretty much right here, parallel to these previous lows. So I was like, hey, let me just get out here, take the $40, and I'm good. Well, that thing just kept dropping. Eventually hit TP. Cool. I'm not really mad at it, but this is a habit that it's not a habit, but it's a tendency that tends to happen sometimes. It's best to eliminate it because I do not want to be risking up on a trade and I get out not even halfway into the trade. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. That's what I've learned. So what tendencies I apply on this trade, I could potentially use on the next trade when I risk up and potentially lose out on thousands. So gotta work on that. But those are the two trades pretty much from this week. Negative $4,000 week. Negative $4,000 week. Let me put this. Let's do that. Yep. There we go. Yep. But yeah, man. Before I wrap this up, I'm just gonna give y'all a little update right now. I'm in the midst of looking for jobs to supplement this phase that I'm in right now. I'm in this delusional era, I would call it, simply because I have the opportunity to do a lot of other things right now in my life, but I'm making the conscious decision to stay at home currently and commit everything into trading, becoming the best day trader, becoming the best individual as I can. And in doing this, what I've learned over the past 2 months, because I've been full-time for 2 months, is that for me, I try to create some sense of structure, but when you don't have something concrete, such as a job that you have to go into, that structure sometimes can just fall apart altogether. So I feel that having a job not only builds a sense of structure in my everyday life, but also I'll be able to make money when I'm not trading. So it's just making money all day round, right? In the mornings, even at night, trading, and that evening shift, working. But we're making money all day round. Money is coming in regardless. And that's just what I want to prioritize at this point. I'm going to be making like a little plan of where I expect to be in the next few months, how I'm going to maneuver, how I'm going to get to that point, and all that, man. But right now, this is just where I'm at. Just getting it every day. Yeah. Catch y'all in the next video. And we gone.